All right, hello and welcome everybody. It's Doug here with the LinkedInList.com. In today's video, we are going to be doing a quick start guide to help you get set up with your Trade Ideas scanning software. Now, one of the things that you have when you first buy your first scanner, you have a dedicated scanner, they can seem daunting from the outside because they have all these filters and all these different kind of things that you can add to it, bells and whistles. But we're going to focus on just the basic setup, getting you started with this. If you watch some of my past videos pertaining to Trade Ideas, one of the things I like about them is it's great for the computer noob or the person that doesn't know a lot about computers like myself that has no programming knowledge and barely can turn the computer on. It has a lot of great plug and play features where they just kind of give you a hint of what you're looking for, and they already have some great pre-built filters in there to help you get started. The easiest way is to use those filters in the beginning, and then as you use that scanner throughout the trading day, is begin to add and take away some of the features that are already there. That's again one of the good things. It's programmable and customizable in just about every feature. So in today's video, we're going to just focus on three things from this scanner, and that is the new alert window, the new top list window, and a new multi-strategy window. So obviously I'm already assuming that you've downloaded the software, it's on your computer, you have logged in, and as soon as you log in, you will have we're going to call it a toolbar, a toolbox down at the bottom here that will give you a couple of options, and it also denotes your connectivity. Go over to the file and just click on the file, and that's where you will find these three windows that we're going to talk about. Now, there's certainly a lot more, but we're just going to go through these three in this lesson. So a new alert window is basically just kind of giving you a hint where you want to start. So when you click on a new alert window, it will begin by giving you options for neutral strategies, bullish strategies, bearish strategies, and you have a box here that keeps record of your recent settings. So anything that you have been doing or tinkering around with the system, it will log it under your recent settings. But we're just going to focus on one or two of these. Let's say that you are looking for stocks that are bullish. You want to buy stocks. So you click on the little box right here, and it will give you, again, like I said, some categories to choose from or ideas of where you want to start from, such as high social mentions with positive sentiment, new daily highs on 2 times volume, yearly highs, turbo breaks, 3% reporting earnings. So it will give you some clues as to where would you like to start. Let's say that you just want to buy, for the sake of making this simple, you just want to buy some stocks. You're looking for some new highs intraday during the trading session because you want to possibly be a breakout buyer. Just click on new daily highs, and then you can easily get set up by just clicking on next. It will give you an option to set the minimum price and the maximum price plus the volume of the stock. For the sake of this example, we'll just leave it pre-programmed, $1 minimum price for the stock, $1,000 maximum price. You click next, and then it will give you the name of the strategy. You can change the name to whatever you like here, and then you click done, and you will have yourself a scanner that will log basically any stock that is at the high of day. Now, of course, after you trade for a little while, you're going to get a lot of stocks. There might be too many stocks for you to look at because it's going to scan everything at high of day. You don't have any filters. You can always go back into one of the pre-setups here. Just right click on the box and you click configure. We'll open this box back up. What you want to do is click the center and click advanced. Now you can do this at the very beginning when you set this up if you really want to spend a lot of time on it. But as you trade, you find some discrepancies that you don't like with the scanner. Maybe it's putting up, let's say for example, it's putting up too many stocks going at high a day. So we're going to go over here. We're going to see if we can make some changes. So as we started here at the beginning, let's go back to strategies. It will tell you what you are using currently. And this is new daily highs. And that counts for pre-market, counts for post-market, and we have filters for max price and minimum price. But that's all. So let's say we want to come down here. You just click the search. You can come through and just look at all of the different filters that you can add to it. If you're looking for a new high, what kind of criteria do you want to put in that? Other than volume, do you want something that's breaking out? Is it crossing a moving average? Let's say you're a moving average trader. You type in moving average. There you go. So maybe you want this breakout right now, or this stock that's crossing through the high of day, to not just be through high day, but you want it also to be over the 50-day moving average. Maybe that's something that you were looking for to narrow down the stocks that are on the selection. Just click it, you add the alert, and then that's all you need to do. Now, once you get it in here, just make sure that you click on it. Some of these will be customizable as well. So 10-minute consolidation breakout, you can add it in percentage points. Let's say I'm looking for a stock to run up. I'm trying to gauge how much percentage the stock has run up. I'm looking for maybe a specific type of move. I can click running up. I want the highest, fastest, most speediest stock in the world right now. I can click on 1.0 for the most, and that's it. You just click OK, and then it puts all of these into your filters. You get a summary, and then OK, and now you have additional filters added into the scanner that you already like. So this is kind of something to get you started, and then once you work with it, you'll see, okay, I don't like this type of stock, I'm going to remove that, and you'll begin to add the filters that you like. Now the next window is the top list window, and this is self-explanatory. It's anything that isn't a top. The top gainers for the day, top weekly gainers, top monthly gainers, dollar gainers, top losers, top ranges, top volume, top gappers. So let's say you want to see the big gappers, something in the morning, you're looking for those stocks, big gappers, you just click the up gappers, same thing, next. Maybe in this case, we want stocks to at least have $5,000 of volume first thing in the morning. We'll keep the prices the same. If we don't like it, we can always change it. You click next. That's what we'll call it, the up gappers, and there will be your gapper list for the day. And it will be done in real time. So as the market opens, these will continue to update with new, fresh stocks. Same with the new daily highs. Anytime you want to change it, you click configure, you click advanced, and then you can go through and find what you have and just basically search for anything that you want. And you can see there's hundreds upon hundreds of different types of criteria, just about everything that you can think of: price, volume, moving averages, speed of the move, and so on. So those are the first two right here. The new alert window, the new top list windows are like pre-built, like they're giving you a hint. And you just need to start with that, especially if you're new and you're like learning to trade maybe, and you're using this. You kind of know what you like, or you do trade, you have a specific strategy. You can use these, give yourself a hint, see what kind of stocks it picks up. But if you use these, it will take you a little bit of time to tweak them out intraday. Now the up gappers, I just leave it alone because that's what I use in the morning to find my gappers. So I just leave it like it is. It's a great thing to find a bunch of pre-market stocks that are up a lot or down a lot that give you a great start to the day. So that one I've always left alone. You can change it to, I think the standard is 4% gappers. You can change that to 8%, 10%. Again, each one of these fields is customizable. So if you don't like something, you can take it out. Now, if you're really particular, like I am, you're trading one or two things, and you're trying to, which I think is what a scanner is really for. Eventually, you want to get to this area where you are like an artist. You created this strategy. You want the scanner to find that stock, even if it just produces 2 to 3 ideas a day. It is spot perfect for the tier 1 exact trade that you're looking for. You would click a MultiStrategy window. This is basically an empty canvas for you to create whatever you're thinking of. So for an example, you just right click it, new strategy, and it's going to open up the same box here as the new daily highs did. I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm just going to go straight to advanced, and I'm going to look at all of these here. And then we're going to go over to this box. And we're just going to unclick this and get rid of everything. All right. So let's say I'm looking for super vertical stocks that have just exploded straight up seemingly out of nowhere. Well, we're going to need new highs for that. Okay. Because that would most likely be a new high a day when a stock does it. But it's not just a high a day, because it may be, like in my case, if it's a parabolic, it's not a high that just had been say floating up to highs or grinding up to highs. It's something that just maybe it was a news event that came out and the stock went parabolic. I'll show you like this, where you had really two big, large candlesticks on it. So we're looking for a stock that's not just moving at high a day, but it's moving really fast. So we'll go back in here, click our advanced, and we'll go back to the search. So let's say we're just looking for stuff that's running up. We just want stocks to be up, right? You can be that cavemanish, if that's a word, about it, just up. I want stocks that are up. You got a couple of criteria. Running up now, that's a good one right there. I want to add that one. And see if they got anything else that's interesting. Okay, upward thrust. Thrusting, how much is it thrusting? That sounds good, doesn't it? We all like stocks that thrust. Okay, so I'm going to leave the sector breakout open. Now, let's take that out. We'll take that out. So we got new highs, running up now, upward thrusting in 5 minutes. So I'm doing this just so I can show you how detailed you can get. So let's say the new high, I'm not concerned about 52-week highs, yearly highs. I just want right now today's high. So I'll just put 1 day, that's it, which is today. Running up now, how much do I want this run up to be? Do I want it to be 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents? Maybe I'm looking for epic, large, massive moves like this. So I want at least $2 of an instant move, like at least $2 of an instant move. And then how much of that percentage of suddenness, you know, how much of that? So we'll go with like a 1%, which is really what I think this means is how much you want that percentage move to be. 2%, 3%, 4%. So let's be even more aggressive. Let's say 4%. So what you're getting here is a stock that's making a new daily high. It's running up now at least $2, and it's 4% higher. You know, it's up now at least a minimum of 4%. So you can see we've isolated the criteria. Now we're getting particular about what our stock says. And to me, this is what a scanner is for, because you're building the scanner to fit your stuff. And the reason you buy a scanner is so you, yourself, do not have to look. Because you know what it's like? You always say, oh, look, I missed a move. I didn't catch this one. Well, let the computer do it, because the computer's faster than you'll ever be, and it'll scan thousands upon thousands of stocks every second while you sit there and eat a sandwich and, you know, browse around YouTube, and then, oh, look, wow, we got ourselves a winner here. This is a good trade. And then you just do the same thing. You hit OK. Now, some of the things I did not cover, you can go back to the window-specific filters. Maybe we want this stock to be $5 and no more than $35. You know, I'm really being particular about it. So you can change it. You can change it to RSI. I can change volume. I can make all of these different filters on top of that, changing from the close. What's the average daily volume? What's the 5-minute RSI? And I can add and take away from that. What I didn't cover as well as you can do with all of these, you can take the exchanges. Like maybe I don't want New York NYSE stocks. I hate NYSE stocks. You can take them out under the exchange list. You can take away or remove OTCs, pink sheets, whatever you want to trade. I like the NASDAQs and the Amex. You leave the NASDAQs and the Amex open. You can remove symbols. So if you have your blackballed symbols, stocks that you don't like to trade, stocks you don't want to trade, ETFs or other kind of instruments, you put the symbols in here. It will not give you that as alert. At the end, you click summary. You get a good look of what you have. You click OK, and now you have your sector divergent breakout scanner set up. And the same thing with the other ones. Once you get that, there'll be a couple day or two that you'll need to tweak it. But what this is all about, if you look at it, first, with these three, you have the plug and play scanner. So if this is your first go around with a scanner, you're relatively new to trading, you're completely daunted by this massive, evil demon looking scanner, you got something you can just click 1 or 2 buttons. You saw how fast it was. 1, 2, 3 buttons, bam, you got yourself a scanner. Once that starts to run, that's how I actually use it. That's the way I like to do it, learning through experience. You start looking at the stocks, you're like, nah, I don't have enough. I want stocks with more volume. I don't want that. Those got to go. I don't want gold stocks listed here. You start to take them out. You start to go through the filters and clean those up. Eventually, you will have yourself a strategy, or you have a strategy now you're using, and you're like, I don't want to sit around and look through 100 stocks or thousands of stock to find my strategy. Use the multi-strategy window and build the scanner around your strategy. So just sit there and say, my strategy is buying flag breakouts that are multi-time frame on a 60-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, and a daily chart. You can program that in. Just sit down, program that all in. Also, when you're done, make sure you save your work to the cloud. So for example, once you've done this, you can share your work. If you meet somebody, this is what we do with all the people at the Lincoln List. We give them our scanners. So you can come here, you can share any one of your links that are already done. So I can click share, and if you put this link into your trade ideas, and of course trade ideas themselves also have these links that they've already made available for you. So if you find a scanner you like, you have this, you put it, you share it with someone, they just load it right here into this box. And you have your layouts. You can save your layouts, and then you can just load it, and it'll bring back a layout that you have used in the past that's already built. So if somebody shares that link with you, like if you saw that link, you take that link, you put it in there, your scanners will load up and look exactly like this and have my criteria. And if you want that, just send me an email, support@thelincolnlist.com. I'll gladly give you the scanners I have if you want mine as a benchmark. So anyway, that concludes this lesson. Hopefully we'll do a couple more lessons when it comes to trade ideas, about talking about the channel bar and narrowing down some of these filters. But hopefully this quick start guide will get you through the initial process of just getting this thing set up and getting it used. That way you can begin to make money. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. As always, if you need help with your trading, visit thelincolnlist.com. Take care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon.